Welcome back. Our fourth and final mixed doubles quarterfinal. Susanna Barr and her partner Brandon Lane taking on Patrick Kawka and Daria Walczak, who exploded onto the scene here last year in Sacramento. Did Walczak and Kawka, knocking off the top seed in that tournament en route to their first championship Sunday as a duo. And this one, no lack of power on either side of the net.
No, and watch for Kawka and oh my gosh, Walczak, get it out. Here is where it started for them as a partnership. Kawka is going to step up, going to put a ton of power into it. He's going to use that third shot drive. Walczak has become so much more consistent up at the kitchen line. She can create with the dinks, but then if you give her any opportunity on a ball up, she's going to be powerful as well. On the flip side, Brandon Lane, Susanna Barr won a gold medal last year in Cincinnati. They are very comfortable playing together. Lane plays at his best when he gets big in the middle, takes some opportunities. Barr is going to set Lane up, but he has to take those opportunities when he gets them.
Barr and Walczak know each other well as the first point goes into the net, a quick side out. But Barr and Walczak, they play together as a women's doubles duo.
Oh, good spot right there at the feet. Barr not able to pick that one up.
Good spot there from Barr.
Yeah, good spot there from Barr, just sliding it down the line behind Kawka.
Don't need a ton of power. You can put it in the right spot.
Yep. Especially when somebody's sitting dead forehand. Heads up. Just a little deep there. Good reach in. From
I'm
Kawka.
lucky that wasn't about 5 feet to the left.
Yeah, you're looking down at your iPad right there. I would have had you.
I trust the hands, I think.
Maybe. Oh, we really haven't gone at each other today, so we're...
Got to get it in as Kawka steps across for the put away. They're on the board.
I would have made an attempt to move. Let's put it that way.
Well, move could indicate either direction, in fairness.
Yeah,
Barr gets up and puts it away.
And that's a good flick there from Lane into the body of Walczak. Creates the pop-up. That is the danger right there at Patrick Kawka. He runs around that backhand, big inside-out forehand. Especially when Lane and Barr are on the stack.
A missed return there from Barr.
Ooh.
Oh, stepping up, going straight body.
Just a little bit too big right there.
1-3-1.
Oh, just clipped the back of the line.
1-3-2.
Too much from Walczak. Another point for Barr and Lane.
Yeah, too big on the backswing. That took that paddle way back behind the body. Difficult to get on top then.
Kawka just has such great reach that allows him to create from the kitchen.
Well, and he's got a ton of forearm and wrist strength there that allows him to reach in and really accelerate through the ball.
Good job by Barr protecting after Lane went after the Ernie.
Yeah, that's where the understanding of where the court coverage is going to be, it allows Lane to be a little bit more aggressive, take some chance. Oh, my gosh.
That ball's not coming back.
So that, we've also seen Kawka hit that one and like put a hole in the back wall. So that's kind of scary right there when he comes across that big.
Once again, duck and cover.
Or just put a paddle in whatever part of your body you want to try and protect.
That would be the face.
Says you.
Yeah, I was going to say for me. I'm well aware. That's me. That's the moneymaker, baby.
Oh, just wide. Walczak trying to slide that one down the line.
3-4-1.
Walczak able to push that at the feet of Barr, second server. And Walczak has talked this season about playing with so much more confidence and trusting in her game. Lane stepping across. He's another player playing with a ton of confidence over the course of the last 6 months.
Yeah, good drive there and step up. Walczak's had a pretty good start to her 2025.
A couple of medals on the singles side. This was Kawka. Looks like misjudged it a bit.
Yeah, rushed it. Started flicking before it was there.
Kawka handles that with ease, side out.
Well, this time Kawka doesn't sit too far on the forehand. He's a little bit more neutral. You can see how quickly then he can get on top with the two-hand backhand.
And talk about a good start to the 2025 season. Patrick Kawka and his wife just announcing that they're expecting a baby. As that sails long, 5-all.
Congratulations, and I'm sorry all at the same time.
5-5-1.
You know from experience.
It's a marvelous thing. It's so fantastic.
Pick up, scoots wide.
And then, yeah.
They were newlyweds here at this tournament last year.
Yep. Ooh.
Not quite sure
Hesitation.
where Walczak wanted to go with that.
Yeah, just hesitation. Didn't fully commit to that shot. Oh.
Just punished.
Lane committed to that one.
6-5-1.
Oh, Deeks are in.
Kawka says, I'll get her right back.
Full swing. Good concentration there from Walczak as Kawka was swinging in front and missing. Kept him in the point, gave him the opportunity to get back in and finish.
Lane sitting all over that.
Yeah, just too high there from Walczak. If she's going to step back and kind of send that down the line, it has to be lower. It has to be a little bit more linear. That'll then create the elevated ball.
Side out. This is the half of the draw that will move on to meet Chris Hayworth and Amanda Hendry as that
Big
scoots
serve.
off the edge guard of Lang.
6-7-1.
Big serve, just a little too big there from Kawka.
6-7-2.
That's where Lane's at his best, where he's getting big in the middle, putting pressure on, using the reach advantage.
We've seen at times this season Lane has shied away from getting big in the middle at times. Is that one wide? Another point for Barr and Lane. But you're seeing so far in this match how good Barr and Lane can be as a duo.
8-6-1.
Good spot there from Walczak, right at the feet of Barr.
Second serve. 8-6-2.
Just a little undercut there from Lane. What'd you like to see from Kawka and Walczak here?
I want to see Kawka step up and rip something right now. No, too
Pulled
much.
it wide. Walczak was doing
Yeah,
the
she
ripping.
stepped up, put the pressure on. I think when we've seen Kawka and Walczak at their best, it's when Kawka's really stepping in, driving some balls, putting the pressure on.
Oh. PK wants that one back.
We'll get an offensive timeout here from Lane and Barr.
We will take a timeout as well. Barr and Lane leading by 2 here in game number 1.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
Welcome back. Susanna Barr, Brandon Lane leading Patrick Kawka and Daria Walczak. 8-6 coming out of the offensive timeout. Lane sends it long.
8-6-2. Woo!
Good
Heads
spot
up in
there
the
by
crowd.
Kawka.
No cameraman on that side this week.
Head on a swivel.
Good control there from Walczak, putting the pressure on Barr.
Right through the middle for the winner.
Big step up and roll. It's good control there from Walczak. Very easy to overhit that one. Ooh.
Push just wide, 8 apiece.
I think the miss hit there from Kawka actually helped. Threw off the timing of Barr.
Susanna Barr getting into it.
Yep.
Oh,
Even with the net cord right there.
I think the net cord actually helped him a bit. That was absolutely ripped. Floats long off the paddle of Lane. Game point for Kawka and Walczak.
Oh,
Oh, he
clean
got
up.
it.
Oh, no.
Couldn't shape the ATP.
She actually overran it. It was too close to the ball. Not able to shape it when you're that close. Need it to be a little further away so you can bring it back. Oh, just wide. Good pressure there from Kawka.
Second serve on the way. Oh, what a combination. Started with the ATP from Walczak.
This time, Walczak, and to get a little further away from it, she was able to bring that one around the post.
Game point number 2.
Oh, no.
Walczak and Kawka take game one 11-8. They are halfway to clinching their spots in the semifinals.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
At The Botanist, we always look further, seeing potential where others may not. We sustainably hand forage 22 Isla Botanicals to make a beautifully balanced gin, capturing the essence of our Scottish island home, consciously crafted by our community to be enjoyed by yours. Look further.
Welcome back. Daria Walczak and Patrick Kawka took game one 11-8 in our fourth and final mixed doubles quarterfinal. And Chad, you and I were talking about it. The offensive timeout taken by Brandon Lane and Susanna Barr ended up being the catalyst for Walczak and Kawka.
Bite them a little bit because they stifled their own momentum.
And Kawka and Walczak ended game one on a 5-point run, a foot fault called.
Little right foot step over. Yep. Right on the line. Nope, that's not going to stand. That is extremely difficult to try and keep in there on that ball that Kawka's fully extended on. Ooh,
too much on the serve from Barr, but not before they get two to start game number two. Good hands by Walczak just to keep them in the point.
Yeah, that first speed up from Walczak, though, just not quite the right spot. She's going to speed up again. It needs to be lower down the line behind Lane. He's sitting heavy forehand.
Into the back goes Kawka. It's 2-0.
Yeah, good step over there from Kawka, and he goes to that left hip of Lane. No, tried for too much. Kawka just needed to flick that straight down the line at Barr. Tried to be fancy and take that one cross court.
And sometimes as a player, you can be a victim of your own talent.
It's very true. Happens to me all the time. Oh, wait, that's what's in my head.
Yeah.
There it is. There it
That's
is.
the right spot for Walczak, and she gets the result she wanted.
Yeah, Lane trying to get big and be aggressive there in the middle. Walczak just makes something bounce behind him, takes him out of position. Ooh.
A little scramble on the side of Walczak and Kawka as Barr and Lane earn the side out.
Oh, very close to missing another serve there.
Lane paints the back line, 3 apiece. Walczak can't make the pickup.
So fire truck. Yeah, the step up there. That ball got back behind her. Difficult pickup for Walczak. Another good spot. Barr's been picked on a couple of times right at the feet. Hasn't been able to scoop it.
Oh, inside out forehand from Kawka. Wow.
Miss hit. He knew it as well. Just kept it inside the line.
And that's why Brandon Lane's expression was what it was when he turned around.
Yeah, that's a do or die right there. An excellent job by Lane. Kafka's stepping over, but he hits it right into the backhand of Lane, who's sitting there. All he has to do is block it.
Popped up and put away by Lane.
That's good control there by Lane. He did miss the overhead earlier. That one was high. Just took his time with it. Didn't overhit it.
Lane really forcing Walczak back there with a couple of these balls.
Well, right now he's hitting at 70, 80%. I kind of think that's where he needs to live. Like, be aggressive, but don't try and do too much with it. You can't live at that set at that 100%. Too high of a risk chance or an error chance.
And Crawler rolled off the tape there for Barr. Another easy put away for Barr as they have doubled up Kawka and Walczak here in game number 3.
Excellent.
Or game number 2, rather.
Yeah, excellent ball movement from Barr and Lane. Composure, hitting the spots, moving the ball around, creating the pop-up, creating the openings. That's their strength.
Timeout on court. It's a 6-3 lead in favor of Susanna Barr and Brandon Lane. What have you liked the most about the way that they have come out here in game number 2?
Well, Lane's now hitting it at 70, 80%. He's not trying to overhit it. He's just putting enough on it and hitting a good spot. The last few points, they've moved the ball around. They've been patient. They've created the opportunities, and they've really kept Walczak and Kawka off balance. If Kawka and Walczak are going to come back in this one, I think Kawka needs to start being a little bit more aggressive with the third. We haven't seen enough drives out of him in game 2 here. He's dropped a few more, and then he's tried to take opportunities from the 5th shot, 7th shot that really haven't been as productive as they could have been. Walczak's been caught a couple of times behind her into the body. Needs to give a little bit better separation, but if Barr and Lane continue to control the point, move the ball around like they have been, it's going to be very difficult for Kawka and Walczak to come back.
Lane continuing to do work in the middle, right on the back corner.
But again, he's moving, and he gets to the ball, doesn't overhit it, just hits through the ball. If he tries to hit any harder right there, that ball's going to spray. Excellent job by him. A little different look here from Kawka and Walczak.
Earn the side out, but with work to do, trailing by 4.
Ball's deep.
I mean, one thing if you're Lane and Barr that you don't need right now is unforced error starting to creep in.
Ooh.
Little miss hit there from Walczak.
I'm not sure what happened right there. If it was part of the shadows that are creeping onto the court.
We're just 20 past 3 here in Sacramento. Shadows moving from left to right across the court as Barr finds the net there.
So this is a difficult situation for Barr and Lane because now they're out of the stack. They're not going to uncoil. Well, right as I say that, but then. So Barr did a good job there of protecting. I mean, Lane did a good job there of protecting Barr. Usually they don't uncoil because Barr has a little bit more of a difficult time getting to the kitchen line out of the uncoil.
Kawka steps up, goes back cross court.
Good scramble by both teams right there.
It was wide off the dink from Barr. The call stands side out. Missed return.
Again, in the stack here. Not going to uncoil. It puts Barr on the left. Not their strong positioning.
May not be their strong positioning, but they got the put away.
Yeah, Barr's going to step up, be aggressive there. Good initiative and initiation of the speed up. Yep.
That's not coming back. Barr and Lane holding on to a 1-point lead.
A good angle there from Lane.
We love it too, Brandon.
But that's an excellent job there from Barr. You can see how far back from the kitchen line Walczak is. Each time she took a step back, Walczak that is, Barr found the feet again and just kept pushing her back into that transition area, taking her out of position. Ooh, yikes.
You cannot leave a ball like that elevated for Patrick Kawka.
Oh.
2 easy putaways there.
Well, Barr tried to scramble. Got her out of position with that ball behind her in the middle.
Walczak and Kawka back on serve, trailing 6-8. Oh.
She's there.
Oh! Oh my goodness! Wow.
Deeks are in again. Lane goes over for the reach in. Swings and misses. Barr pushes it down the line behind Kawka.
Kawka taking a few extra seconds, go into the towel. There's Kawka stepping up and ripping the third.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do a little bit more of. Big serve here. Try to create that shorter return, something he can step into. Or just miss it into the net. Not what he wanted right there.
There's a miscue there from Walczak, a gift for Barr and Lane. They're 2 points away from forcing a game number 3. Lane, forehand winner, threads the needle, and it's game point.
Yeah, we got a timeout here from Walczak and Kawka.
A good timeout taken here as Barr and Lane have flipped the script here in game number 2. What's the thing that stood out to you the most about the way that game number 2 has played out?
Well, Lane and Barr are a lot more composed, a lot more controlled. A couple of errors have slipped into the game for Walczak and Kawka. But I really think, the biggest part here in game 2 is Brandon Lane. He's using his size, he's using the reach, but he's not overhitting. So when he does get the opportunity to step over, it's a controlled ball. It's controlled aggression. He's putting good power on it, but it's controlled into a spot.
First server, so Lane and Barr will have 2 opportunities to shut the door here on game number 2. Barr called it out. Lane overturns the call, said it was in. Kawka can't make the pickup, and game number 2 goes the way of the 3 seeds. Game number 3 coming up next.
Looking for ways to keep active and mobile? Try Penetrex. Penetrex is different than other products with no greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odors. Made with unique ingredients, it's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Penetrex, the #1 online rated joint and muscle cream.
When I have pain from arthritis, I grab BioFreeze. Unlike Voltaren, BioFreeze provides fast-acting relief. I can apply it to more areas of my body, and it's NSAID-free. Cool the pain, so I can get back on the court.
When you choose the James at Ohio State, you're choosing access to the James, dedicated support services, and an unmatched survivorship program.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
The APP is sponsored by Skechers Pickleball. Experience comfort that performs. Humana, the official healthcare partner of the APP Tour. And the Botanist Island Dry Gin, distilled with 22 wild botanicals. 1 game to 11 left to decide who will be our 4th semifinalist. Daria Walczak and Patrick Kawka took game 1 11-8. Susanna Barr and Brandon Lane taking game 2 11-7. In both games, really, it felt like were controlled start to finish by the team that won them. There hasn't really been a lot of back and forth. It's been very one-sided in each of the first two. Ooh.
Yeah.
What a combination from Patrick Kawka. That fitness paying off.
Up, flick, spin, put away.
Fancy footwork there. Kawka coming up just a little short on the cut.
Walczak's finding himself too far from the kitchen line a lot of the time. She's almost 2 steps back behind there, has to rush back up.
So then what's the adjustment she needs to make?
Take more balls out of the air rather than letting those balls bounce, because she lets that ball bounce, takes a big step back, lets the next one bounce, and all of a sudden she's 2-3 steps behind. She can stay up, take some balls out of the air. One, it takes away the timing.
I was just going to say the same thing. It's like I've been paying attention to for the better part of 3 years.
See right there, she's hitting from the transition area. One ball bounce, takes a step back. Now she's trying to attack from a transition area, which is a difficult spot to attack from. Oh, that's a good reach.
Well, in addition to the things that you mentioned about Walczak, if she's taking a step back, they're also catching her with her momentum moving backwards, which is why the ball's unable to clear the net.
Yep.
Relentless pressure from the side of Barr and Lane.
Yeah, good control there again from Lane, not overhitting, just hitting the spots.
Just a little soft there off the backhand side of Lane, 2 apiece. Well, Lane can't make the pickup as Walczak and Kawka move in front.
Good spot there from Lane.
And again, not 100%. That ball was closer to 60.
Yeah.
Just in the right spot.
But he's got a ton of power as it is, so he doesn't need to add more.
A couple of players out here in Lane and Kawka, the definition of easy power. Too much on the backhand push from Barr.
Woo!
A miscommunication in the middle and a quick side out.
Lane tried to rush through that one and hit it before Barr could get there.
You hear Barr say too much. And so now the error is starting to snowball on the side of Barr and Lane. A timeout taken here, just 2 points away from the end change. How do Barr and Lane clean this up coming out of the timeout?
You know, just try to get back to controlling things. Find Walczak. Try to push her back, get her to try to attack from that transition area. And then when Kawka tries to step over and take some pressure off of Walczak there. Just go back behind him. Get back to controlling the point. Move the ball around. You get an opportunity for that ball to pop up, and then go ahead and take it.
One semifinal is set, the other one awaiting an opponent. The winner of this one moving on to take on Chris Hayworth and Amanda Hendry, who took down the defending champions from Daytona, Megan Fudge and Jack Monroe, in our first quarterfinal, which was 3.5 hours ago. It has been a long day for these players.
Yeah, that's not the kind of weight that you want. Kind of hoping for the other matches to go 2 games ahead of you so you can get back out on court.
A big forehand from Walczak, sails long. Oh,
defense.
came back. That one's not coming, though. Wow.
I think Lane closed his eyes on this one. Oh, just gets a paddle on it. It pops up. Big power there from Kawka.
That's an understatement. Lane and Barr able to force the side out, but trailing by 3. Kawka able to make the quick adjustment.
Yeah, good spot there. Going back cross body on Lane.
Big serve from Lane forces the miscue. Too much that time, just long. One more point will send us to the end change. First one to 6. Just a little short there from Kawka.
Yeah, Kawka didn't see that one. He saw him just kind of...
You can't see me?
Yeah.
Oh, all or nothing, and it pays off for PK. That'll take us to the end change with emphasis.
Big move right there, and tough to control when it's off the end of the paddle like that.
Well, halfway home are Patrick Kawka and Dario Walczak doubling up Susanna Barr and Brandon Lane 6-3 in game number 3. Lane and Barr have been able to clean up the errors out of their timeout, but in response, Kawka and Walczak have raised the level of their game.
Yeah, in reality, where Walczak and Kawka kind of struggled or slipped up there in game 2 was the errors. They cleaned up some of the errors, but they're taking some chances as well, but this time the chances are paying off.
I'm going to ask you to look ahead for a second. Which one of these teams do you think matches up best against Chris Hayworth and Amanda Hendry?
Matches up best would probably be Barr and Lane.
Why?
I think it'll be... I think it might be difficult for PK and Walczak going up against the drive and the power of Chris Hayworth. Their defense isn't... I mean, their defense is good, but I think the defense of Barr and Lane is better, but the offense of Kawka and Walczak is better, if that makes sense.
It does.
Just
deep from Kawka, side out.
I think it'll be an interesting matchup.
I think whoever wins, it'll be an interesting matchup.
And Walczak against Hayworth and Hendry.
Well, this one's certainly not done yet. puts it away.
Excellent job by Barr right there to create the opportunity to finish. You know, going back to your question, Barr and Lane did play Hayworth and Hendry in Daytona
In
for
the bronze medal.
and they
That's right.
had a bit of a rough showing against them on that one.
Barr that time can't make the pickup. Now, I take that matchup with a grain of salt because you lose your semifinal. It's a little bit of a different feeling
and it was
to
a very
it.
long day.
Right.
Good job by Kawka right there to stay short, get on top.
Able to force the side out, holding on to a 2-point lead.
Oh, it was going out. It was going out. It wasn't going to come back in. Walczak didn't get the shape.
Lane taking the stance of when in doubt, play it.
Yeah.
And it came back to bite him.
A good spot there from Lane.
They've continued to catch Walczak in that middle position. She's just a couple of feet off of the line.
Yeah, just spending too much time back there in the transition area.
What a spot from PK.
That one-hander there, big one-handed, tough to control. But Kawka slides that pass Barr.
Maybe a little bit of confusion there as Kawka stepping over, couldn't quite make it.
Oh, picked it up.
Oh, Barr
nice
couldn't come up
spot.
with the scorpion.
Yeah, good spot there from Kawka. Takes that crossbody. You see him go right over that left shoulder. Barr tries to hit the scorpion, but flicks it into the net.
Big dipper there from Lane. Inside out forehand from Kawka to force the side out.
That's an excellent reach in there. An angle from Kawka off of that drop puts the pressure on Barr. She sends it back middle of the court. He takes it the opposite direction.
Back on serve, leading by 3 points away from taking the match. Overcooked there.
Well, you're on the run right there and trying to hit the highlight reel shot.
What would have been the better choice?
Just to bump that back in the middle of the court.
Walczak again caught in that transition zone, couldn't get there in time.
You know, Kawka was coming over being aggressive, but Walczak just hung back at the baseline.
I'm a little perplexed. We haven't seen this from her before.
Missed opportunity, no.
Is there something in the game of Lane and Barr that's been causing her to move back?
I think she's just caught in a situation right now where she's doing it without realizing.
Lane stepping up and taking advantage there. Back through the middle. Timeout on court as Lane and Barr have worked themselves back within 2. We'll take a break as well. Don't go anywhere. This one going right down to the wire.
Humana Medicare Advantage plans. Carry this card, and you could have the power to unlock benefits beyond original Medicare. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage in one convenient plan. Most plans include routine dental, vision, even hearing benefits. There's also a cap on your out-of-pocket medical expenses. That's more than you get with original Medicare, and Humana offers $0 or low monthly plan premiums. Call now.
Welcome back. Susanna Barr and Brandon Lane trying to come back in this game 3. They trail by 2, 8-6. Took game number 2, 11-7 to force this decisive game 3 in our 4th and final mixed pro doubles quarterfinal. Second serve on the way.
Ooh, good counter there from Walczak. That ball gets quickly on Lane, catches it behind him.
That's a good timeout taken by Kawka and Walczak. Oh, Kawka getting up for the put away.
6-hole through the legs of Lane. Good flick there. Gets up quickly.
Could have been an argument made for that ball may have gone long, but Kawka leaving no doubt. Pushed wide.
Yeah, just so sense the a little bit of hectic movement there with Walczak. She's trying to get up quick, but ran herself into a bad position.
Good angle there from Lane to get back on serve. Get the benefit of hearing Brandon Lane talk to himself from our position.
Corrects me up. Believe, man. Feel the rhythm.
That's right. They did say feel the rhythm, feel the ride after their quarterfinal win in Daytona.
Oh, the round.
Just on the line, and Barr shapes the ATP winner.
That one tough to pick up.
Back within
from
2.
The net cord. Those ones are always fun when it hits the net cord and just does the job for you. It's already out there. You just got to run it down.
Medium speed reach in there from Kawka.
Yeah, good ball movement and reach in that. It's a good spot. Elevated on bump. Ooh, that's a good step over there from Lane as well.
And it gets them back within 1.
Nope.
All the way back. We are tied at 9. Barr and Lane trailed by as many as 4 here in game number 3. Oh, Lane just caught a little off balance. And now Walczak and Kawka with a chance to close it out on serve.
Yes.
Backhand winner. Match point.
Miscommunication there. Lane going a little bit closer to the middle. Oh, had it on his paddle.
second serve coming. Kawka and Walczak close the door. They hold off a run by Barr and Lane. They are moving on to the semifinals. We will talk to them when we come back.
Humana Medicare Advantage plans. Carry this card, and you could have the power to unlock benefits beyond original Medicare. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage in one convenient plan. Most plans include routine dental, vision, even hearing benefits. There's also a cap on your out-of-pocket medical expenses. That's more than you get with original Medicare, and Humana offers $0 or low monthly plan premiums. Call now.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
The APP is sponsored by Owl Paddle, Quiet the Competition, Less, official on-court apparel of the APP Tour, and Classic Pickles, official pickle of the APP Tour.
It's Daria Walczak and Patrick Kawka moving on to the semifinal after another hard-fought three-game match here. The power from Kawka proving just a little too much down the stretch. An excellent job from Lane and Barr to keep him in it. But it's going to be an interesting semi-final coming up for sure. But for now, they're courtside with Dorian Kraft and our Franklin post-match interview.
Thanks, Chad. Patrick, Daria, congratulations. Moving on to the semifinal, a really tough-fought match. What was the biggest adjustment that you guys made there in game number 3?
I mean, honestly, when you play a team that experienced, the adjustments are very small. So we were just trying to get more balls on the ground. They were playing pretty chaotic, so we just needed to slow things down, get the ball down, and see what we can get out of it.
Daria, this is the place where we really saw you and Patrick emerge on tour last year. You guys made that really special run to the championship match. Where has this partnership grown the most over the course of the last year?
One of the good things is that Patrick moved to Phoenix, so now we can practice a little bit more, and we got to know each other better, so it's just easier to communicate, and we know our games so well.
Really quick look ahead. You guys are taking on Chris Hayworth, Amanda Hendry. What do you expect to see from the two of them in the semifinal matchup?
Well, luckily, Chris hits the softest ball in pickleball, so that should be a pretty slow game for us. But no, I think he's going to bring a lot of firepower, and Amanda is like 130% record on thirds, so it's going to be a tough matchup. So we just got to dig in and play smart.
Yeah, you and Chris, the two softest hitters on tour. We'll let you guys get some rest. We'll see you back here for the semifinal. Our first semi is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Still plenty more ahead here in Sacramento.